All right, guys, Mike Slane, the discount property investor, bringing you guys another BRRRR case study or an example of the BRRRR strategy in action. This is a cool little house that we picked up in Valley Park, Missouri, a suburb of St. Louis, just a little bit south. Great example of the BRRRR method. What is the BRRRR method, guys? The BRRRR method is an awesome way to acquire properties with little to none of your own money. Very, very cool strategy for acquiring rentals. So how do you do it? You buy it, then you rehab it, then you rent it out and refinance it, and then you repeat. So BRRRR, buy, rehab, refinance, rent it out, repeat. All right, so let's go through the steps here on this one. This is a cool little 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And let me get my mouse working here. Okay, so this one we purchased back in July 2017 for about $107,000. And we used a private lender. So again, that's how we don't use any of our money. We use a private lender from day one, and we borrow enough to buy the house and to rehab it. So again, very cool. None of our own money actually invested. We estimated the repairs to take us about 45 days and the refinance for about 45 days. Really, we just estimated about 90 days for the whole project, and that's kind of what we stuck with. We estimated we're going to spend about $18,000 on the repairs, and we'd bring that value up to $165,000. So we expected it to appraise for $165,000 when we were finished. And then when we're done, we thought we'd rent it out for $1,500 a month so that we would be able to cash flow. You have to know your numbers, guys. I've got a cool little spreadsheet available at freelandlordcourse.com. Allows you to plug in a few numbers and see if this property is going to cash flow, if it's going to meet your metrics, and if you're going to get all your cash back. So check out freelandlordcourse.com. And there is a rental spreadsheet calculator there for you. Okay, so we bought it for $108. We figured we spend about $18 to $20. What was our plan, and how did we get such a good deal on it, $108 when it's worth about $170? Well, there was a small fire in the attic, and again, we believe it was due to squirrels or some sort of rodent. So you'll see some of the pictures. The ceiling was missing, taken down. Very, very minor fire. But we wanted to make sure this property was safe when we were finished. So again, we're going to repair the electric code, get an electrician out there, and we're going to repair the attic issues, seal it off, insulate it again, and make sure that no more pests can get into this building. Then the rest of it is really cosmetic updates throughout. It's pretty standard for us. We're using our same colors now, using our very similar flooring. We kept the kitchen cabinets because they were in good shape, and the countertops were decent. And we just put in new toilets in the bathrooms, upstairs and down. We added a wall in the basement to make it a nice little living space and a little bonus room down there. So here, let's take a look at how the rehab turned out. Here's a few of the before pictures. This is the front of the house here above my head. Here's our kitchen. So you can see it's got kind of an outdated or older looking floor in there. And the cabinets, again, they were in decent shape, so we kept them. Here is a picture of one of the rooms with the ceiling missing. So again, somebody had kind of knocked down all of the insulation after the fire, and that electric needed to be redone. So let's look at a couple more pictures here. This is also some before pictures. This is the basement, the large one. It's a little bit stretched here. You can see the basement's got some wood paneling. The ceiling tiles are looking a little ragged, and just had a concrete floor down there. There's one of the bathrooms as well. So then let's look at our after pictures here. And after, you can see a tenant has moved in already. We didn't get any of the pictures prior to that. You can see the kitchen we kept, cleaned up those the cabinets. One of the things we like to do on cabinets, especially if we're keeping them for one of our rentals when they're in good shape, clean them, and then add a coat of polyurethane if they're wood cabinets. It makes them shine, pop, almost look like new. Put some new handles on there. Makes them look real nice. We refinished the hardwood floors. You can't quite see that. They've got a nice area rug down. But again, replaced the ceiling insulation and put some new ceiling fans in there. So again, it's looking pretty good. This is the basement after. You can see we've got vinyl laminate flooring. So again, it just looks nice. It's a finished space. Very nice living space for the tenants. So that was our rehab. So let's look at the results here. So we ended up spending $22,000. We thought we were going to be at $18,000, spent a little bit more. We tend to do that. This is one of our early projects. We weren't great at estimating, and now we're just kind of getting a little bit better at estimating our repairs. So our total was $129,000 invested in the property. So that was 108 or so that we purchased it for, 107 or so, plus this $22,000. We're at $129,000 invested. We were able to rent it out for $1,600 a month, and we were able to refinance to get our cash out. We got an appraisal at 160, so that came in a little bit lower than we had expected, but again, it's still a pretty good appraisal. And we lost our screen there. Go back to that one. But a pretty good appraisal all in all. And 80% of that, I believe we were able to get all of our money back out of this property and cash flow $500 per month. So that's it, guys. That is an example of the BRRRR case study in action. On 174 Sorlee, we were able to capture $30,000 in equity and cash flow $496 a month with little to none of our own money.